Welcome everybody. Apologies for any delays. We're just going to take it back up right where we were, and that would be the fact that I completely missed this very important section of the area right here behind these trees. Such an important area because it actually unlocks stuff in other areas. Of course, I have to actually get used to the ice mechanics again. Yeah, like that. Perfectly capable. Let's try a bit more momentum this time. Or not.
Well, it's a good effort.
Have you seen any good implementations of ice physics in games, Matthew?
Nothing comes to mind.
I mean, good, not necessarily as in realistic, just as in it actually suits. Like, it doesn't completely destroy the game's feeling.
Comes to mind.
Because I feel like it's just something that's generally always terrible. And even when it's not terrible, it's still not exactly good. Alright. And now the yellow eco vents across the world are opened. I just have to remember where to go. Just go back out, I suppose. That's what took me here. And now there's a slide back down. Through some more trees. Alright. So Matthew.
Yes.
Have you continued being the Frankenstein of Blender? Since the last stream of Jack and Daxter?
No, not really.
You've given it up? You've given up
No, I made a chain link fence, but nothing like horrifying.
A chain link chain link fence?
A chain link friend.
A chain link fence? Are you making a new Unity asset to be put in zombie games? And there's Dennis.
Could be.
So Dennis, turns out that I completely missed a very important section of the level behind some trees.
So did I miss anything important?
Yes.
No, because if it was important, I'd be there.
And you didn't miss anything important, but James did.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, really?
Yep.
That is so...
It's so James, isn't it?
so you.
Matthew, you of all people shouldn't be throwing around that type of joke, considering it scarred you as a child.
What scarred me?
The
Lion King.
The Disney Channel type sitcom stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah, that.
I mean, I'm surprised you remember that, considering I brought it up in passing and then didn't even give any concrete examples.
You're well aware of how anally retentive of information I can be.
You know how anal he can be.
Uh-huh. Listen, I watched too much QI as a kid, and now I just retain information I don't need. Right, now.
James, are you still streaming?
I'm live, yeah.
Are you sure? Because it said that 1 hour ago you streamed for 48 minutes, which includes the...
It's
like,
on...
starting soon, but...
It's on 48 minutes right now, Dennis. I think that's just telling you that it's just updating that as time goes on. I think.
Well, it's never been like this for me beforehand. I always said live.
I think I remember that happening sometimes. Like...
That's so dumb. And now it's pretending that I've ended the video. Twitch, come on.
Everything on my end still says it's up and live, so...
Alright.
Alright, now... Where was the thing I need to find? It's over there. There it is.
So it is live, but Twitch on my laptop didn't want to tell me.
Welcome to the era of information suppression.
Why are they
Censorship.
censoring you? What'd you say?
That Mario. Oh yeah, we said last stream that Mario 64 isn't the best game ever.
Well, you are mistaken.
Shit. Even when doing
Cringe.
this area the proper way.
And now it says live. Okay.
Alright. Just continue forward. No, just jump. Okay, you know, I thought that was going to give me some yellow ego to actually break these boxes over here, but I was mistaken. So now I need to find... Oh, I just need to get a good run. I was saying to Matthew Dennis, have you ever seen in a game what you would consider good implementation of ice physics?
Ice physics. Hmm.
Okay, now let's get this.
I can't really think of anything.
Exactly. Because I feel like most games tend to not actually do it in a way that suits.
The only good things about ice levels is the way
Hey.
it looks.
Oh yeah, like ice levels tend to be pretty. They just tend to control like shit. Alright, now this spider cave is complete, and I died one last time. Just that was deliberate, just so as we could have the experience one last time. As I know everybody's so nostalgic for me continuously falling in the pits of Dark Eco here. Alright, jump up. Oh, shit! I play video games. Don't you?
I am video
No,
games.
well,
Fuck off, Matthew. Let's see you play Dark Souls.
hey, I'd gotten fairly good at it by the time.
He
I had
he was
stuff.
good at it off stream.
Yeah, I rushed through. What's it? The Undead Parish with the deprived. Yeah, deprived build.
Wow.
Yeah, during a break in college.
aren't you
That's
aren't
what
you
all good students do.
aren't you dedicated to the ways of Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Okay, now I've done this part. Next, is it before or after? No, it was before, wasn't it? Shit. I also realised that I haven't gone to the Misty Island yet. At all. And that's like...
That's the last area.
No, the last area is the Citadel, or whatever it's called. There's an entire area I haven't gone to. But that's separate, so... For now, we do what we can here. Do I want to, no, I want to go to the other thing. To the Blue Sage's hut. Blue Sage hut, there we go. Where I have to give the Zoomer another go. The detestable machine. Alright. So why the chain link fence, Matthew?
Stop. Let's try it.
I just thought my life is a cage.
Hmm.
Camera? Okay. And what sort of chain link? Is there a texture on it, basically? Is it clean?
No.
Is it grungy?
No, there's no texture. Probably could make it.
There is no texture.
Basically, is it a Silent Hill fence?
Yep. That's probably the idea.
The idea that you didn't have?
Hmm. But if I did have one, that might have been it.
I mean, hypothetical ideas are always the best. Right, now, once again, we ride, and I have to remember the controls quickly. So what have you, Dennis? Have you continued your trek through the Final Fantasy of the 12th?
No, unfortunately.
No? Did the bunny girl die? Are you sad?
No, she lived and I'm sad.
Oh, fuck! I'm sad that I can't drive for shit in this.
Get a driver's license. Do you have a Zoomer's license?
Don't you? Don't even make that a thing. Dennis, do you
I
have?
don't know, I think you need to be qualified to actually drive a Zoomer.
Do you have your Zoomer license, Dennis? You make enough memes.
Yeah, I do actually. I know who gave it to me.
Who?
John.
I don't think that's how it should work. Imagine if somebody with a driver's license could just give a new driver's license to someone else.
Suddenly everyone can drive, and then nobody can drive.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like that's one of the situations where, say, and now nobody can is the not exactly applicable. It's more like now nobody should.
Yeah.
Yellow Eco, haha. Power set. And was it only a power set I'm missing? Yes, it was. I mean, I will say, in this game's favour, this controls better than the average vehicle in Jak 2.
Really?
Yeah, because those things are fucking... Jesus Christ. How does it expect you to drive? How does it have racing missions?
Ooh. Racing missions?
In poorly controlled vehicles, and then at least Jak 3 fixes it. And then, of course, Jak X is a racing game. Which I do have to wonder. Just, what's the logic there? Alright, now, we go back all the way to the beginning to play the level that we haven't even touched. And say hi to Crash Bandicoot Plant.
So how many do you need to get 100%?
I think there is exactly 100 power cells, whereas there are 2,000 total orbs. So we're at 86 cells and 1,600 orbs. Now, where's the boat? There's the boat. Off to Misty Island. Such a creative name. Also, why is it shaped like a boat if it's being suspended above the water?
Shut up.
For aerodynamics?
Hydrodynamics.
No, fuck it.
I mean, really, what else would it be shaped like?
I mean, It could be a square for all we give a shit.
It's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz.
Alright, now. This is more orbs than I've seen in a long time with this game. Because they kind of just start, like, what's the word? Lessening how many orbs you'll see at any one time. Which I feel is appropriate. Ah, shit. And here we have the final type of lurker.
A Reddit lurker.
The final form of the lurker. The Reddit lurker. Alright. No! Get out of the... Get out! This needs blue eco. Oh, it doesn't sink, so it's not actually dangerous. I have too many memories of Ratchet and Clank where there's just so many levels where you can just sink into mud or something.
Yeah, they need some new Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yep, and it's not continuing after the remake, so Ratchet and Clank has successfully pulled a Devil May Cry.
I don't know. We'll still have to see.
No, it is. Like it's very clearly carrying off after the...
I don't know. They could bullshit their way.
I wouldn't mind if they do a multiverse thing, but so long as we get more Ratchet and Clank from the good games.
What was up with the remake?
The game itself wasn't the problem, it was the fact that it was just the first game's story, but fucked up to the point that, I mean, why even bother?
How did they
The
change
first,
it?
one of the YouTubers I watched did like an hour and 30-minute video on the like comparison between the two, and when you look at the first game from the PS2, it's quite like a lot of dialogue and a lot of like funny stuff, but it's not like in your face funny. But then in the new one, it's kind of more like a generic kids adventure movie.
Yeah, because it is. It's literally using fuck. I keep trying to say scene or clip, and I just sip.
Sid?
It keeps using Sid. It keeps using clips from the movie just because they didn't make cutscenes for it. But it also suffers from the fact that it's kind of coming after the tone set by the later games, but it's the story of the earlier one, so it's just kind of off. Because the earlier games had a very tongue-in-cheek, satirical tone, and then later on became more genuine.
Also, when I watch the cutscenes online between Ratchet and Clank, their exchanges are pretty funny most of the time, but their remake, they don't even talk to each other that much.
And yet they're the emotional best friend part.
Yeah. Hey Alex, how's it going?
Hello, Alex. Okay, how the fuck do I catch this little bastard? This little golden monkey.
This Ape Escape.
Oh, that's a good game.
Where is it? Alex is a bit tired. How can we energize him?
Matthew, post make a link to the image of your horse on something and post the link in the chat. Trigger his flight or fight response. That'll get some energy into him. How the fuck do I catch this thing?
I've got a better idea.
He's
Comes
gonna
in.
stream.
They want to stream the horse. I'm gonna post a picture of the horse with the ass.
The horse with the ass. And he doesn't mean donkey.
I mean Shrek.
Okay. Shrek's ass.
Oh, I almost got him.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm not even actually able to grab onto him for some reason.
You have to like catch him or something, or you just have to get close.
Well, I'm like right on top of him all the time, so I presume it is like I have to hit him or something. Oh, there we go, got it. Finally.
Alex says he'll ban you, Matthew.
Unique animation.
They're all brand new.
Alright, already. Now I think this is a bunch of jumps for Blue Eco.
Under the mist below us. 'Cause I don't think we'll make it back.
Oh, that missed. Does this open the door? It does. I don't want to go in there yet.
We remember what happened the last time we were here.
Yeah, most and
What have you done?
very relevant Final Fantasy 14. Enjoy.
Oy. I can't.
again.
I can't look at it. Thankfully, my eyes have been blinded to such things right now. There are more important matters that need my attention. How do I?
Well, I guess you'll see it later then.
Yeah, I'll be traumatized later. Much to my chagrin. There we go. Wow, that reminded me of Final Fantasy 15 there when he turned around. Kind of the same amount of give as Noctis does when he turns around on the spot. Alright. Now, let's see. Airships. And water. And buns. Uh-oh. Well, so much for that. I guess this might be like a kind of a circular level, so we'll go in here.
It's an ambush, Jack. It's an ambush.
Ah, yes, a combat section in this game with barely any functional combat. What do you think of arena sections in games with combat? No matter how.
I'll say something really teary.
You can drag on a bit first.
How am I gonna get chased out now?
I feel like a game should be able to justify getting into fights other than just locking you in a room all the time. Which I feel many a game is guilty of, no matter how good it is.
But the combat's fun.
Yeah. If the game is just the combat, then I don't really think that's much of an issue. But if it's a case of the game has combat and, I don't know, platforming or puzzle solving. Okay. And also, what's the logic of the fact of you beat all the enemies, so we're going to give you the staircase up to the rest of them out of your, that were out of your reach?
They feel bad for you.
Why would they feel bad? I just beat all their people.
Yeah, because you're a serial killer.
Listen, Dennis. In most settings, psychopaths aren't sympathetic. I know Gundam might have made you think otherwise. This is shit. That looks like
It's
it's
true.
something right.
Quattro is just such a good man.
Am I missing something? I went up there, I got the cell. There's something else up here. But how do I get out? Oh, okay, it just lets me out. Never mind. I was expecting the door to require Blue Eco. And dead.
Step 1. Stay alive.
I suppose Alex brings up a good point. It could have been a minion trying to escape. Okay. Come on. Although I suppose, considering that this is supposed to be like an area you can come to early, but that you're not really supposed to, I guess putting a lot of enemies around is the best way to kind of give that idea to the player.
I'm sorry, what?
I was saying that this is like and you can access this area early, but you're kind of not supposed to. So I suppose putting a lot of enemies around does give that message to the player in a somewhat subtle way.
What do you mean by not supposed to? Like,
As in, like, it's clearly designed more like a late game area.
so they just don't expect you to have the experience to go with it?
Yeah.
Because as far as I can tell, there's not really any. But
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. But I mean, I'm such a pro gamer, Matthew, that I can just carry on without much issue. Did I see something? I did.
pro gamer slips and falls on ice.
Yeah. Well, don't you? Or are you just not pro gamer enough? How did I get back up? Or have I fucked myself here?
So another news. New Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, Village. Which
Resident Evil residents.
I mean, listen, it was fun that we could put the 7 inside of Resident Evil. Didn't have to go do it again with a different word. Oh boy, Zoomers.
Any other new games announced?
Uh,
There's so many, but I didn't care for most of them.
Spider-Man. Miles Morales.
Yeah, that one. That's probably the first one I looked at.
So Demon's Souls remake.
Which
Wait, what?
it is.
Remastered.
It is being listed as a like the title says remake. So unless they pull a Final Fantasy VII,
Or they pull a... Can't remember what game it was, but it said it was a remake, but it didn't do anything different. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, probably.
Or what if it's the medieval remake?
I mean, it can still be a remake when only the graphics are different. It's just the idea of how different are the graphics. Because, I mean, you have to get a good bit more different from a PS3 game than you would with a PS1 or PS2 game.
Yeah, that's true. But I think a lot of companies will just use remaster and remake as
Whatever they want.
whatever they want.
Remaster sounds
Less.
better than
Uh,
a title than remake.
Yeah, it does.
But by my logic, a remaster is...
Fancier word.
By my
What
logic...
sound- Actually, first.
Oh, I was gonna say, by my logic, a remaster is less of a thing than a remake.
Oh yeah.
But do you know what sounds even better than remaster? What happens after? The postmaster.
No. No.
I think The Last of Us had a remaster on PS4, but because it came out only like a year later after the original, it changed so little that there's like not much difference at all.
And I know it's sacrilege considering we're playing a Naughty Dog game, but who cares?
Hey, bruh, I will respect developers,
Oh, developers always, but I mean, who
but
cares?
companies,
But I mean,
I have to stay neutral.
also, The Last of Us is kind of a bit of a creatively bankrupt series. It's creatively bankrupt.
Yeah.
Sure, it kind of only got mileage out of the fact that it was during the whole cordyceps scare when when it became viral. Bad choice of words, I feel.
But also has Troy Baker, so I see why people like Joel. Not really, but I see why they like his voice.
Yeah, and
Or
now
I hear why they like his voice.
it's not even in it, I think,
No.
because that's what everybody wanted more of, the DLC that people didn't like because you don't play as the character you played in the main game.
Best thing about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare or Advanced or whatever, you play as Troy Baker.
Which actually reminds me, I think it was Saints Row 4. Like 3 and 4 have like a special voice, like a fourth voice option, which in 3 it was zombie, so it's just growls and mumbling. But in 4 it was just Nolan North.
It's just him.
Yeah, like it's listed as Nolan North. Or was it Troy Baker? I can't remember because they're the same person.
What? Voice acting in every game? Has to be one of them.
Yeah. But I think it was because it was a joke that one of the other male voices already sounded a bit like him.
Alex says Ubisoft tried to redefine gameplay trailer. They released Assassin's Creed gameplay trailer without gameplay.
Microsoft tried it as well. They had their gameplay event.
That might have been it. Since where the trailer was released.
So dumb.
Okay.
Okay, name a good Assassin's Creed game that isn't 2. Go.
Rogue.
1.
No, Matthew, you're just wrong.
No.
It's old and bad.
No, it's good.
No, it's pretty bad though.
But now we have to talk about Odyssey. Grr.
Odyssey, which John simultaneously loves and hates because he can't come to terms with his own opinions.
I like Black Flag, but it's not an Assassin's Creed game. It's just a pirate game that's edgy with hoods.
Rogue is better because he's Irish and he just says the fucking assassins. Edgy Irish pirate assassin boy.
Fuck off, yeah.
I also think he
Alex says Brotherhood.
Well, yeah, that's the.
Would that count as 2? Because, you know, it's like
It's part of
Assassin's Creed 2 too.
It's part of the trilogy of 2.
Imagine having game series that changes location, setting, and characters, but you have a sequel to one of them. How dumb would that be, right?
I mean, the only reason they could get away with having a sequel to 2 is the fact that Ezio is just so fun to be around.
He is.
Like, none of the others ever have had anything like that.
Who voiced Ezio again? It was someone famous.
To us, Dennis, they're all famous.
That's true.
Don't drop in the mist. Then why did the mist make a splashing noise?
They forgot to do everything.
Possibly.
Roger Craig Smith. Very good. I like him.
I like the cut of his jib. Actually, that reminds me to bring this up. I have made an amendment to what our plans for the next game are. It's not going to be the first Shantae game because, wow, that is older than I remembered.
I told you.
We're going to the second one. Because, I mean...
Which is that one?
Risky's Revenge. Because, I mean, let's be fair. It's not a plot-driven series.
Didn't they announce a new one?
Well, the new one just came out. That's why.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
At least the second one is in full colour. Okay, can I hit these things as they sit there? I can miss. And I can be too slow. Nope. Okay, I can't do that. So how do I break this? How do I? How do I do, Matthew?
Well, I suppose.
Thanks. Okay, no, that's not how that works, is it? Go on, turn around. Camera! Camera, please! Stop getting caught on the fucking torch.
Sorry,
Okay.
have you ever played a Shantae game? Or
No, but I mean,
It's-
it's... I know what it is. It's a Metroidvania. There's no ability for me to not understand it.
here's a key.
No, no, it's not that. It's not that type of Metroidvania. They do it the good way.
Here's an ability. Go.
Yes, exactly. Actual traversal options will always trump key. Aha, down here. Is that it? Just 3 orbs and a lurker? What's the bloody point? Oh, I see what this is. This is like you get the one long run. For that. Okay, got it. This will lead me over to the bridge. With bouncing logs, because Donkey Kong is the only game that ever existed. Banana.
Possibly. Okay.
Okay. I mean, really, thinking back on Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, they both, and this added on to that, they all have the fucking go up the bridge with the barrels or whatever rolling down at your part.
That's not good.
Well, I mean, it's not a problem. It's just it's old and done. Okay.
And Dark Souls has it.
Oh, the boulders. Sen's Fortress. Why is there a thing here? Okay, come back for that. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can technically have 4 health in this because if you get the max amount, it just doesn't take it. Still though, 4 health, no upgrades. It's pretty bad. Oh, and I also should mention, you get no health upgrades in Jak 2. I don't think. Or do you?
What upgrades are there in Jak 2?
You upgrade the Dark Jak form. That might be it.
Wow.
I mean, you get the cheats, air quotes, that you get by getting orbs, which are much rarer in that game.
Cause it's the future.
Yeah. Okay. God, I love how this perfectly legitimate copy has issues with menus appearing under things in the game.
What a shame.
Okay, I'm missing orbs.
4 orbs? 4 orbs?
Orbs. Wait, no, not 4 orbs. 14.
4 orbs.
14 orbs. Forbes for teens. Okay, let's try it over here. Nope, already went here, so that's not it. Don't fall. Oh wait, yeah, there's 14 orbs probably in those fucking things. So I need to have a good run. Wish me luck.
Okay. Alright, Matthew,
Yes.
can you wish him luck for me?
No.
Because of you,
That's
I did.
alright.
Because of all of you not wishing me luck, I didn't make the run.
Well, I mean, if I wish you luck, do wishes come true?
Maybe. It's up to you.
Shut up.
I mean,
Let me
really,
dream.
Think about how small of a chance you'd have at succeeding even if we did wish you luck. If it's something so difficult that we have to wish you luck,
Alright,
then
so
there's
if
already
there is a 0% chance of something happening, it won't happen. If there's a 1% chance, it's very small, and most likely won't, but it could happen. What if it's a minus 1%? What would happen then?
means it's already happened. Or something.
So if it's
But
there's
it could
a small
go
chance
back.
of you succeeding, then I mean you're already probably not going to succeed. But if we wish you luck, you're first of all banking on that wish coming true, and then it's still only luck. You only have an increased chance of succeeding.
Wow, you're just such a spoilsport, aren't you, Matthew?
No, he's soy.
He is soy.
He is just soy.
That's a new way of calling somebody a soy boy. You are soy.
You are soy.
I'm no longer a boy.
You are the soy man. No,
No, I'm just soy.
I am soy boy no longer. I am soy man.
Soyman.
Simon?
My name's Soyman. Okay, I have to destroy these
No
boxes.
soy.
But how?
Man.
My name, man? No, wait, no. That's not.
I am man.
I am man. Which is just a different translation of the Elephant Man's famous scene. How the fuck do I break these? I haven't got... Red Eco doesn't break them. Blue Eco doesn't break them. How do I do it, Matthew?
Green eco.
I'll use the power of my health. Oh, there's red eco here. A lot of red eco. Okay. I think that doesn't... I'm pretty sure red eco doesn't break it, but I can't be sure. It is simply impossible for me to be sure. For men. Alright.
So, how you all doing?
I'm doing grand. Sure. As the viewers probably picked up on one of our earlier streams, we've all been playing an MMO.
What's an MMO?
A MMO.
What's a moo?
A MMO. Momo.
Mo?
Mo Sizzla.
No way.
Mo Suzaku.
No way, Suzaku.
Okay, how the fuck do I do it?
Oh, it's a digital edition of PS5.
Of what?
Huh?
There's a digital edition of what?
PS5.
So now you can buy games at full price. €70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, there's another thing. Wait, no. I'm so confused. I can't get that up there, can I? No. I've gone up here. Which, first of all, why is there a bridge built onto a boat?
Why weren't there be?
But I mean, what's the point of the boat?
You are so cringe.
I may be cringe, but at least I asked the important questions.
Maybe.
Why? Why can I not understand how I'm supposed to get this? I've seen no yellow eco, and as far as I know, that's how you get it. As far as I remember, anyway. Is there any point to this section? No. Nay. Nay, I say.
Nay.
Or you naysayer.
Which, yeah, when you say it like that, it does. Naysayer just seems so much more petty when you actually have the context of it saying, it's just, you stupid naysayer. Why does the momentum just die if you touch that?
Loser.
Oh,
So the Demon Souls remake / remaster.
What?
Would you prefer if they left it as is, or do you think they should take the opportunity to maybe iron out some of the creases?
Like what? I mean, obviously just getting rid of bugs and the like, and just general stuff that isn't helpful for the player. Yeah.
Or if they messed with the balance a bit to try improve it?
I don't care for the balance. I mean, the balance is what it is, in my opinion. I accept it for what it is.
It's
Right.
what I do.
In a more general case, if a game that was maybe a little broken in some aspects was being remade, would you prefer they left it alone or try to fix some stuff?
But if it was flat out broken, then yeah, fix it.
No, not broken like as in unplayable, but like there are things that break the game in a gameplay sense.
Generally, I don't find nerfing to be that good, because most of the time getting it right afterwards is very bad. Like, there's so many cases where if they do fix something because it breaks the game, in the sense, they do so in a way that just makes that thing not even worth a damn anymore. You get what I mean?
No.
No.
Hey Mario, got a flashlight? No.
Alright, I'm just wasting my time here. I should go do something else. Actually make progress. Because I can tell that I am not getting anywhere with this. And it's only like... We're not done yet. We're not Dunyan Rings. And I know how you love your Dunyan Rings, Dennis.
Yes. Maybe.
Nearly as much as your chicken nuggies.
Perhaps.
Take off your clothes. Alex says onions are evil. No, they have layers.
Onions are great.
Good. Comedian and Gaming's Onion Gate.
More like onion great.
Alex and Matthew will continue to fucking radicalize each other. Until there's no agreeing between them. I like how the pause is just so rigid. It's just stop.
All fruit and veg are evil.
Are we
Potatoes.
having a debate in the chat?
Potatoes are an exception.
Oh.
Potatoes are the exception in the sense that, in the same way certain characters in like comedy shows get defended in courts of law, he's too stupid to do the crime.
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you
My muse.
here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
That's 94. There's only 6 power cells left, I think. And now I go back to the Citadel. And hopefully don't get told this is the point of no return. Because my memory fails me. Because if so, we will have to actually just go back and fucking find those 14 goddamn orbs. Which is actually the worst thing about collectathons.
Really?
Would you disagree, Dennis?
I don't know.
Would I?
What do you think? Would I disagree?
Would you?
Would I?
Would you?
What about the viewer? What do you think?
The viewer. Oh, it actually does let you go backwards. Alright, into the Citadel. And behold, the evil robot.
Nice to meet you, too. They have you mopping the floors now?
There's no time for jokes, Daxter. Call and buy a kidnapper, sap our energy, power their abominable machine.
Alex is being quite inflammatory towards you, Dennis.
Precursor robot with scavenged artifacts from across the land. Then they added a
The usual. He just doesn't appreciate me.
He says you're a menace.
capable of opening the dark.
You're
What does he know?
Spider-Man.
With our combined powers to break the force field surrounding the robot before they use it to destroy.
The robot. Robots. Alright. This always reminds me of one of my favourite PlayStation 2 platformers, Rayman 3. Which is... Frankly, I wish that Ubisoft didn't decide that Rayman only has to be 2D now. Because the 3D Rayman games were great. You something funny, Matthew?
Yeah, the way you fell off that spinning platform.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. I forgot that's how this works. Oh. I mean, what sort of architecture is made up of pizza?
My house.
Time.
To die. Time is made up of pizza. Pizza time. Alright, now, this complicated piece of shit. Oh, fuck! Oh, no! Alright, well, a good jump. Oh, I hit multiple things at once. Oh no. Yellow eco.
We got company, Jack. Lots of lurkers.
And now, more combat. But this time with guns. Jesus Christ, how many?
How many what?
Everything. There's too
How do you
many.
know it's not how much?
There's too many of them. They're being cloned by these Teslacoil looking things. That's cloning tech, isn't it, Matthew?
Yeah, that's what Tesla was working on when he made his coils.
The door is open. Let's get going.
Alright. Let's go back and get what I missed.
And then Faraday made a cage to constrain the clones.
Is that why you're making a chain link fence, Matthew?
Yeah, Faraday cage.
A birthday cage. Okay. One thing I like about this music, it seems to have like somebody banging against metal as part of the soundtrack.
Common for factory places, I guess.
You finally come to rest. You know how long I've been in here? What took you so long?
That was just a smash cut of him looking the other way and then he turned around.
Good job, Daxter. You're a real hero. You've got to stop Goggle from launching
The robot. Why does he talk so slow? And now we get the fucking Dragon Ball laser beams.
So,
Uh-huh.
Daxter fell into the Dark Eco and turned into
As we note later, to be called an Otzel.
and did his goggles proportionally become smaller?
Yes.
Where are his clothes?
Shut up. Which actually, minor spoilers. You get to meet the precursors in one of the games, and they grant Daxter a wish. Do you know what that wish is?
Pants.
Yes. It is. It is pants. And also something else that's a bit fucked up, but we'll get into that later.
It went.
Heat pant.
There is no pant.
Eat
Take
it.
off your clothes.
There is no pants. Take off your clothes.
Off your meme.
Take off the rest of your clothes. Shit.
There is no precursor. Take off your goggles.
Yeah.
So, Dark Eco kills Jack in this game, but in the second and third one, he becomes Dark Jack.
Yes.
So does that mean this is Dark Daxter?
No, because this is
Darkster?
there's another game that we don't. There's another Jack and Daxter game we don't talk about, and Dark Daxter is in that one. Where for some reason, him getting exposed to more Dark Eco turns him into a monster.
But he's already a monster. Nobody wants to help him.
Listen, he was a human monster before. Alex says pants are the enemies of lancers. I mean, you can't effectively use a lance if you got pants on. It's simply a fact.
True.
Now you're just making it sound like a euphemism. But innuendo.
Well,
Every time
I mean, Matthew,
every time I said euphemism, I mean innuendo.
is it not an innuendo? Is it not?
I'm saying that lancers are compensating for something.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but you did though.
No, I was saying that they can't use their lance if their pants are on. I mean, you can also...
use the lance if the pants are on.
Yeah.
Wait, no, they can't use the pants if the lance are on.
The lance are on.
So, if Dragoons could have one wish. They'd ask for the ability to use their lance with pants on.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, you know they don't have pants on under that armor.
Is Daxter a Dragoon?
Yes. He's just too small to use a spear. Which actually, thinking about it, I wonder what a Lalafell Dragoon looks like. Do they just have a very small, thin spear?
Imagine a Lalafell Dark Knight with a great sword, but the great sword is the size
That's just a short sword.
a great sword. Lalafell has a regular sword.
Exactly.
Have you seen their chocobos?
Oh yeah.
They're proportionally smaller, but when I first saw it, I thought it was like
They're
a chocobo.
chocoponies.
It was so scary.
But I also saw somebody with the Ixion mount as a Lalafell, but Ixion doesn't scale, so it's just a tiny person on the back of this huge horse.
Oh, that's funny. Well, imagine a Lalafell using a behemoth.
I mean, at least it's a chair on the behemoth, so it wouldn't look that off. Alright. Up and skip. Am I going to fall for the 50th fucking time? No. I'm not. Because I am a god gamer.
Perhaps.
Oh, fuck! 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 I rescind my claims. I am no god.
So the PlayStation 5 is massive, apparently.
It didn't seem that big.
Oh. They've got top secret info comparing the size of the disc trays on.
Well, the disc tray looked like really small comparatively. Comparatively.
Yeah. And then you can see now the first the Discord.
I should get somewhere blue you go. Can I just... Okay. I failed, but... Ah, no, I do need the blue eco. Ah, fuck.
So, tall man or wide boy?
Excuse me?
Wide boy.
What about wide
No,
boy?
wait, no, it was long man.
Longman. I have no idea what you're talking about, Dennis.
PS5 is long man.
Oh. Well, they're both long, in a sense.
Yeah, but the box is a box, but it's wider, so it's wide boy.
Shut up, white boy. Fuck it. I keep moving just as it's about to go fire off. Okay, and... The blue.
The blue.
The blue sage.
Doubloons.
Blue sage.
The blue. That was funny.
Piles of precursor metal
Oh my god, his voice is terrible.
allowed to wreak its terrible havoc.
What?
His voice is terrible. Oops, shit. Near drop the controller.
Portal below.
Portal below!
So what is Demon Souls?
Proto Dark Souls. It's the prototype.
But it's not Dark Souls.
Shit. I
So why
just
would they
fucking-
remake it?
Because it's only on PS3 and the PlayStation 5 is going to want tons of things to get people to buy it.
Yeah, that's true, but memes, you know.
Memes.
If it's not Dark Souls, then why would anyone buy it?
I mean, they'll buy it because they'll know that it's like Dark Souls.
But everything is like Dark Souls.
But this is like actually like Dark Souls for once.
James, clearly you have not read any gaming review.
Well, I know that, but
There.
also
Saying it's
not
it's
all,
like Dark Souls narrows nothing down.
also,
Every game is like
in
Dark
this,
Souls.
it's
Did
also
you know that
Go on.
Dark Souls
It's not Dark
actually invented video games?
Souls.
It's true. Why do you think the NES games were so difficult? Because Dark Souls.
Cause Dark Souls. But it is the only other Souls-like game. Well, not Souls-like. It is a Souls game. It's the only other Souls game that is like Dark Souls 1, rather than different from it, like 3 and 2.
Is Dark Souls 2 and 3 so different where it's like...
Oh, they're
Not so different, but like different enough where it's like...
they're barely, yeah. Like it feels very different.
So is that why Matthew's so bad at Dark Souls?
Yes.
No.
Matthew's just bad at Dark Souls. Simply the fact of the matter.
Great at Dark Souls.
If
I
you're
just-
bad at Dark
you
Souls
know.
3, are you good at Dark Souls 1?
Maybe.
I'm good at Dark Souls when I have a proper controller.
Oh, yeah, blame the controller. Yeah.
You're good at Dark Souls when James isn't insulting you at every chance he gets.
Well, to be fair, Henry does it more. Well, did it more.
Yeah, but like,
Henry
that's just
did it.
expected. Also, he's not physically there, he's only mentally and spiritually there.
He projects his spirit. We
You
cannot.
see images of Henry, but he's not actually there.
Thank God they have a different line for every jump with Daxter. Thank God. I don't know what I'd do. Shit. Bounce. And a bounce. And one more. What were we saying? Oh yeah, Demon Souls. The yeah, it's just it has a what's the word? A mysticism around it because it's the Dark Souls game that never came to PC. Essentially.
So, it doesn't
Yes,
have a bad
Bloodborne.
port?
Yes.
Whoa, dude.
Dude,
Bruh.
dude, bro.
Dude,
Shit.
bruh.
Shit. Did I get that? Oh, I did. Oh, fuck's sake. How many orbs are in here? 200. There's only 50 left. Only 50 orbs left. Only 50 herbs.
Alex says Henry is off to play Superman. That's why he's
Don't tell
not
him.
physically there.
Don't tell him that. You don't want his ego getting any worse. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Reach it. Reach it. Oh. And there we go. Is this another 50 orbs? No, it wouldn't be 50.
It'd be 49.
Can you imagine?
If there was...
It's 24! Oh no. Oh wait, no,
Oh, so you
no,
missed
no,
one.
no, it's 20. Never mind, it's just the 24 on my total. It's fine. For a moment I had a mini heart attack.
I see.
I see, I do so declare. I declare.
D-clear.
Why did I manage to make that voice just before he spoke?
I'm gonna give God and my
I'm gonna. Right, that's all of the lasers done. Except for one.
Let's go climb up those platforms.
But there's these platforms instead. Fucking depth perception. It's my favorite sort of perception. And I have a nat 1. Okay, there we go. Number 6. There's one missing. Fuck. I hate it. Wow, really? There's an elevator, but you could just jump off there.
Remember when Kingdom Hearts came to Xbox?
In the wrong
It's
order.
like we live in a parallel universe.
Yeah, I mean the Xbox has some games.
The fuck? What are games? I thought the Xbox was just a Netflix machine.
It tried to be.
Oh. Oh.
Arguably, that was the worst thing they ever tried.
That... I was joking.
Why do you think the Xbox One was such a big failure?
Because there's only one of them.
Exactly. Because they, first of all,
If
gave
there
it the
were
worst
two,
name I've ever
It would
heard.
have outsold the PS4.
Wait, hold on. There were 3.
There were 3? Well then why didn't they win gaming or something?
Why didn't they win gaming?
Yeah, they
How do you win?
well they did, but the win was short for Windows.
They Windows gaming.
Windows game.
Oh, actually, did you hear? I know I'm just going to parroting another story that was being parroted by much more popular people than us. But did you hear about Phantasy Star Online 2's English release?
No.
Where it's exclusive to the Windows Store on PC. But the Windows Store works in such a way that they have to be that specific type of application, which was like the big like selling point of Windows 10 is that new type of application. But it fucked up the game so bad that the game downloads an 11 gigabyte launcher, and then that launcher downloads another 80 gigabytes of game. And then when you go to start it up the second time, it does it again in a different place, because the protection on that type of Windows application prevents it from accessing it a second time, so it acts like the game isn't even installed. So it just fills up your hard drive like that. And then also, it apparently you can't change the resolution that easily because of that same Windows protection. So if you got that game, you'd end up playing it in like 240p.
I think you should get a window cleaner.
Oh, yeah, but like one of the cool ones who can dance.
Yeah. Fortunately, we have a product for people who are unable to get some form of connectivity. It's called the Xbox 360. Selling always online Xbox One. I remember that.
And then they backpedaled because, fucking hell, how do you think that's a good thing to say? Is that man fired?
It's funny because Owen got the Xbox One, but he just hated it so much he just got the Xbox 360 again. Or he just never got rid of the 360.
I mean, I feel bad for people who just genuinely like Halo like that. The point that that's the feeling
Like-
you get.
Like, he was very much looking forward to Halo 5. Convinced him to sell his whole console.
But was that a matter of GameStop being GameStop? Because GameStop are assholes.
Probably.
GameStop managers, anyway. And the staff are forced to be assholes because the managers tell them to.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not only going to change anything we've done with the Xbox One. 96 hours before changing everything. That.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. The thing was always online. It didn't have a disk drive, and it had like some like anti-game sharing tech.
Yep. But remember, PS5 digital edition, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I mean, the option is fine. I don't mind that.
Wait, that guy can fly?
He's been flying the entire game.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, that sounds like a good start. And then after you guys open that shield, what are you gonna do about the robot?
Nothing, Daxter.
Nothing.
Shield open. It's up to you two to figure out how to destroy the robot.
Oh, great. I get to help the guy that turned me into a furball destroy the only person who can turn me back.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to have a disk drive, but the disk became bound to your account, so it could never be used again. With the original idea for the Xbox One.
What?
This is madness.
That is quite funny.
Oh, she has tit jiggle.
Alright. What could we talk about? Right now, that would blow our channel up.
Well, I mean, depending on your definition of blow up, there's
Bombs.
many things. And they get inside the robot. Jack! Okay, this is the point of no return. So, unfortunately, I do have to go backtracking. To get the last orbs and cells. What am I missing? I have all of them. I have 99 fucking power cells. I think we might get the 100th one first. Oh, wait, no. Open the frozen crate. There's the last one. Wait, no, there's... Wait, what? Okay, there's another one there. In volcanic crater. I'm confused. Dennis, I'm confuzzled.
Alright. Do you want more Xbox One embarrassments?
Go ahead.
Alex, if you may. Alex has a whole archive of just fuck-ups every gaming company did.
8,
It's a library.
4, and then I have 2, and 3.
Hashtag deal with it.
And what was that in response to?
Probably always being online. Ex-creative director, Microsoft.
Okay, there's all that's done.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
bad.
of course, you're gonna have stuff like that. Although Microsoft's gone through like a few heads in the last 10, 20 years. Well, obviously 20 years, but like in the last... Since the PS4 and the Xbox One, they've gone through a few people.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
He was fired for that tweet.
Oh.
Phil Spencer seems to be doing pretty well, alright. I think he really managed to capture people's hearts by dual wielding watches.
Dual wielding.
Dual wielding watches?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
What does that even mean?
He's just wearing his 2 watches.
I think he has twice the time.
He has twice the time.
I move at twice the speed.
Time is money, and I have all the time. Shit. Oh, it's gonna keep spawning me back up here if I keep failing. No. Just let me get down to the bottom level. Cursed camera that can't look down.
So now that
No.
Ratchet and Clank seems to be getting a sequel or whatever, Jack and Daxter? Anything?
No, Jack and Daxter's owned by Naughty Dog. And Naughty Dog don't make kid games anymore.
But they never made kid games.
Shut up, Dennis. They make serious games with
Yeah, like Jack Racing.
handsome white men. And
Yeah,
dad white men.
Like Troy Baker and... Okay. Is Daxter Crash Bandicoot's son?
No.
He's retarded. That's it.
Crash isn't retarded. He's just slow. Very, very slow.
So, he's retarded.
Shut up, Dennis.
James,
And we're banned. Oh,
I said retarded in the correct
Bingo.
way,
Very funny,
and you
Matthew.
assumed otherwise.
Alright. How many times am I going to fail to get to the bottom of this fucking level because it's annoying. They could at least have a way for you to backtrack quite quickly from it. Like lots of good games do. Like, hey, this is the point of no return. Here's a way back for you. But no, this is Jack and Daxter, where the game says "fuck you." Oh,
Don't mind if I
I
don't.
overestimated it and fucking threaded the needle. You know what? Fuck it. I just did want to do that. Oh wait, I died. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to fight the final boss and look up the after credit video because fuck that. So here's the final boss. This is the end of the game.
Are we actually finished?
Yep. Let's just get it over with.
Naughty Dog new J&D will subvert expectations. Yeah, it subverts them because it's not Jack and Daxter.
Okay, how does this work?
That's how they get you.
There's multiple phases to this. How does it work? Oh, we shoot the eye. Alright. The laser eyes. As they do nothing to defend themselves. And the robot roars. Because it makes so much sense. As big as the boss is, it's kind of... It doesn't feel that climactic, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
is that Samus?
Is that Samus? What? Or do you mean Samos?
Huh?
What do you mean? Samus? Samos?
Samus.
I don't know what you're talking about, Matthew. Oh. What are you talking about? You fool.
The boss. It's Samus.
Oh, as in it looks like a Chuzo statue. No, that's the parody one. A Chozo statue.
What?
Yeah, what?
Did you know,
Samus.
It doesn't look that much like Samus, Matthew.
But it does.
No.
what's the rival's name in
had to show-
Yakuza?
Uh,
Majima?
but his
Yeah.
rival is a loose term, but yes.
Okay, did you know that Mark Hamill voiced him in the first game?
I did.
It's so strange.
And it's so appropriate though.
I like how he says Kiryu-chan.
Does he just sound like the Joker saying it?
Yeah, but it's his like deep Joker voice. Not deep, but deeper.
I'm 14 and Joker is deep.
Well, a lot of teenagers, unironically.
Exactly. Oh! Now these are somewhat better designed than most of the enemies in the game, I think. Such a shame that they appear in a single phase of the final boss fight. A couple of phases. No mercy. When you don't like the way Overwatch teams are made. Oh fuck! This, like, in my memory, I was just thinking. I remember the final boss was quite easy. Look at me now. Look at me now.
I can't.
I'm just too
I'm
bad.
looking, but I'm not seeing. James, where are you?
I'm right here. Behind you. I'm right behind you. And slowly drop back down.
Apparently there's gonna be a Samurai Jack game.
Oh yeah, I think I saw. I just fucking jumped off the ledge again. Oh. I remember seeing that was going to be a thing. And now they can kind of do the entire thing now that it's finished.
It's actually finished.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, apparently Gundam Maxi Boost On, if you pre-order it, you get a arcade stick with the Maxi Boost On picture.
Oh.
It's not nice. Also, apparently they released a new trailer.
Ooh,
I've
sure.
yet to see it.
Likewise. Although it's probably not going to be anything too amazing. It's just going to be showing off.
Well, I mean, if it's just more gameplay, fine.
How many times am I going to jump off the fucking thing? Oh, and it's the same way every time.
Now I know how I feel when we fought Titan.
Well, I mean, there's one thing for the balls to knock you off. It's another for you to accidentally continue to jump off.
I have a move where I jump back, so I get out of AoE attacks really quickly. But I think Titan pushed me and I jumped back. So I got to the edge and he pushed me back and then I just died.
Die. Oh shit.
Die.
Shit, 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 shit,
No,
shit,
you will
shit. I
die.
died. I like that they actually script the fact that you will die if that goes off at all on you.
Jack and Daxter, more like Jack does all the work.
Yes, that's why they stop having Daxter's name in the titles from now on.
Oh yeah, Jack too. I thought that was just like a nickname.
No, it's just Jack 2 and Jack 3, Jack X.
It's actually official.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, like, let's be fair, Daxter is the sidekick who does nothing. He's the Navi. It's not like you don't get that kind of character to be actually in the title unless they're it's a
they're
fucking
like a comedy duo, you know.
silent and really fucking loud. Yeah.
Does all the work. Useless.
Alex says
That's
he's never seen Samurai Jack or never watched it. Which I mean,
that's okay.
yeah.
I'm not one of those people that say, "What? You didn't watch this? How could you? You deserve death by crucifixion or something."
It's known for being unique in its tone. Not tone, it's what's the word? The way it handles itself. It was one for somber, silent moments. Despite being on Cartoon Network, the most ADD-filled channel ever.
Yeah.
I mean, just watch Chowder. Where it's both ADD and sugar. And now he gets the big gun. They have the same two damage noises. And lost an arm. Roar again.
Roar.
Robot says roar. Oh! Combine the powers into white eco, which is different from light eco that we see in Jak 3.
They must not be allowed to get it! White Eagle! That could be the stuff to take me back! Or, might stop that robot.
And now Daxter's entire character arc is sacrificing his ability to turn back so as we can beat the robot.
Okay, fine. We'll save the world. But do it quickly before I change my mind!
Alright, and now we wait. Game? Game?
Game. Finish.
Game? Oh, there it is! And now Jak has a weird white, like, texture over him.
Was Reku and G in Extreme versus Full Boost?
Yes, yeah, there were. Some of them.
Ah,
Not as many.
because when I was looking at the trailer, it's showing like a montage of like a few of like the openings from different series and the G stuff and the villain one
Yeah.
clash heads, but looks like they're trying to kiss. Because it's not like head against the head, it's like face together. So it's like
No,
it's romantic,
yeah.
you know.
Okay, now let's see.
Matthew, any games you're looking forward to?
No.
Same.
Oh, we got another trailer for that new Arcane game.
For what game?
That what?
The Arcane Studios game. The people who made Dishonored and Prey.
Oh,
And
it's cool.
they're making another game, and it looks like it plays exactly like Dishonored, but
Oh, is it one of those games where it's like, this is a brand new game?
no, I don't think they're trying to.
Oh, it just has a different title. Okay. Because I remember there was a
I mean, it looks
Skull
like,
and Bones. I think it was. It's like Black Flag, but it's their own thing.
I mean,
So?
the gameplay looks like, I mean, the combat and stuff and the abilities look like Dishonored, but I'm sure it has its own twist. Like the entire
But-
thing is based on a time loop.
I think Dishonored has good enough gameplay where it's fun, and you know it's nice to actually
Now, if only they didn't have that
try out
pesky.
the ability.
If only they didn't have that pesky morality system in it.
Which is what, I mean, it's hard to tell, but it looks like this one's not going to have that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not the same thing.
It's similar gameplay.
Now you can pre-order Lego Star Wars.
But that's
I'm not
it's been
doing
out
it.
for years.
And that's the end of Jak and Daxter.
And now for Daxter.
Which actually is chronologically the next game.
Oh.
But
I
we won't be playing that ever.
wasn't serious. Please.
But you were you weren't serious, but you were correct.
That's the second time this stream.
Exactly. So, next time, Shantae, Risky's Revenge,
Revenge for what?
the first game. I mean, it's not exactly a deep story, it's just, you know, all you really need to understand is that Shantae won for the first time.
Shantae 1,
Oh, hey, it's the same last name as me.
but Shantae 2.
Shantu.
Shantoto from Final Fantasy Dissidia.
No.
Hang on, I wonder, is the post credits? I know that there's the. Do they have the post credits where they find the door? They just don't open it. Because if so, then actually there is no real point in 100%ing it for a stream because all they do is open the door they find. That's the reward for collecting all of the orbs.
That's not a reward. That's a.
They open the door, the camera is within the door, we see their reaction to something in the door, but we don't see what it is.
Until the next game.
Yeah, where it turns out to be a fucking time machine car.
Timey-wimey zoomer.
No! No, it's the time zoomer. Anything
Call
but
it the timer.
I mean, that's better.
The zoomer. That's a funny. So, are you ready to say goodbye?
Well, we'll say goodbye. If there is no after credits, we'll just
Been
say
ready
goodbye.
for weeks.
I've been ready for months.
And I for years. This is taking its time. If only the font wasn't so big, so they could go through the credits a bit faster. I do miss when Naughty Dog used to make games that were full of heart and not just full of brown modern movie stuff. Because I mean, just ego.
Nico?
Yes, you have a green ego. I mean, it's mostly just the fact that, like, Uncharted and Last of Us are both just so not soulless, because clearly, apparently, like, people like them. It's just they're so.
They're movies that you play.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even mind that. Metal Gear is fucking fantastic, but I mean.
Yeah, but Metal Gear's fucking weird.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. Weird.
Well, like, Uncharted is very
safe. It's
normal.
safe. It's safe. That's what the issue is.
Like, Metal Gear
Hollywood.
is so weird and out there. It's so interesting to watch. But Uncharted is like,
Oh, he's gone on an adventure. Again.
wow, good job. You did it.
Oh, he's charismatic because he's Troy Baker / Nolan North.
Let's find out.
It's
It's
North.
Oh, no.
Troy North.
True North? Troy North?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Nolan North.
Yeah, Troy Baker. That's what I said.
Around the time when Nolan North the voiced Nathan Fillion's character in Destiny, Nathan Fillion also acted in like this short Uncharted fan movie, and someone said like, "Oh, they're trading roles."
I mean, fair play to them making the credits this long to show off everybody that worked on it.
So, what's Nathan Drake's brother called?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I think that's Troy Baker. It's like their family.
Oh,
Do you think one of them impersonates the
Oh,
other
hey.
to pretend to be the other one?
okay, here's the after credits. It's just we don't have all the orbs.
What could that be? Wow! It's an ancient precursor door. It looks like it will only open if we fill all 100 holes in power cells. Oh boy! Here we go again!
Oh, hang on. The game actually gives you free reign from here. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember that. Doesn't matter anyway, we're finished.
Good job.
Behind-
Now rest or
behi-
something.
Behind this door, there's a time machine. There you go. There's the completion bonus. Alright. So, with that, we'll be taking our leave. And as I said, up next is Shantae 2. Shantu is Shantu, Risky's Revenge. See you next time.